Sometimes we get so caught up in life, we forget to remember where we're going, who we are, and where we're planning to be and when. And that's why reading this book has been so helpful to me. This book was The Magic Ladder to Success by Napoleon, and I'm going to tell you about it, and hopefully it'll help you too. First section of the book, and for reference, the book is broken up into 17 main parts. The first part of the book is about the mastermind. The mastermind principle is very important because it creates a powerful force between all of its members. When you're in a mastermind, it helps you gain genius and harmony, which are very important factors to success. Successful people who have had a mastermind before were Henry Ford. Having that mastermind can be very, very crucial to having success. Second principle is a definite chief aim. A definite chief aim allows you to accomplish worthwhile things. And without having that definite chief aim, you're not able to answer questions that are vital to success, which are: where are you going? How do you intend to travel? And when you intend to get there? We all want to find where we're going, but if you don't know how you're going to get there, when you're planning on being there, or with what vehicle, it's very tough to get there. It really is. So having that definite chief aim, that plan of how you're going to do it, is vital to success. Number 3, you've got self-confidence. So to achieve success, you must believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. This is something that I freaking love, because I think it's so vital to not only success but to happiness. If you don't believe in yourself, if you think you're a failure, how is that helpful at all? So making sure that you believe, you know what, Josiah, you're amazing today. Whoever it is, I'm amazing as who I am. And I believe that I can get better if I want to be. Having that belief in yourself is amazing. So, one of the quotes that I really enjoyed from this chapter was, "Doubters are not builders," end quote. Doubters are not builders. That's a habit of self-confidence. Number 4 is the habit of saving. Money may not be success, but unless you have it or can command its use, you will not get very far, no matter what your definite chief aim may be. Number 5, initiative and leadership. Without initiative, no man will achieve success, no matter what he considers success. So, success is kind of reliant on whether or not you're going to take action on it. You may have the absolute best definite chief aim. Your plan might be so good, it would literally be the cure to cancer. But if you never take action on it, it was all for nothing. It literally means nothing. So making sure that you can just keep going anyways is everything. Number 6 is imagination. So there's 2 kinds of imagination. I really like this idea. There's number 1, synthetic imagination. And number 2, you've got creative imagination. Synthetic imagination is up here. And that is taking something that already exists and putting it into a new plan, a new order. So for example, one of my hobbies, and I enjoy doing, is taking things in mythology that already exist and putting them together in new ways. And what I'm doing, I realized, is synthetic imagination, because I'm taking stuff that already exists and putting it into a new area. So if you ever do that in your life, that's synthetic imagination right there. Good job. Next one is, the next type of imagination we got is creative imagination. Creative imagination is thinking of new things, basically, and just making new things. So, a new book that's never been written before, or a new video that's never been made before. Whatever it is, that's creative imagination right there. The next habit of success is enthusiasm. Woo! Let's go, baby. Enthusiasm uses the power of emotional contagion. And emotional contagion is super dope because it basically involves a principle that explains why emotions are contagious. And it is because it's not even explaining it, it just says why it happens. If you're positive, those emotions of positivity will seep into everyone else. But if you're negative and you're bringing everyone down, that'll bring everyone around you all down as well. And that's not what you want. Number 8, and that is self-control. Self-control comes from discipline and basically control of your emotions. This goes along with the principle of kind of putting up a wall, which frees you. So if I put up boundary, that frees me to do what I want to do without having to get taken over by sleep or laziness that allows me to just stay up till 12, wake up at 11. That isn't freedom. That's you're a slave to whatever mood swings happen. Number 9 is the habit of doing more than you paid for. This is a good one if you're looking to move forward in the favor with like a teacher, a boss, a parent, whatever. Doing more than you paid for is an excellent way to get noticed, to get appreciated, and to get moved up. So, very important if you're looking to do some of those things. Number 11 is a pleasing personality. Being someone others enjoy being around is vital to success. An excellent book for this topic itself is this one right here, How to Win Friends and Influence People by your man, Dale Carnegie. This is a very quality book. I got it about a year ago, and I read it just over like a month, and I enjoyed it. The principles in this book are so basic and simple that you literally are going to think, wow, this is like common sense. And it used to not be common sense, but because of this book it is now. So I would check it out if you haven't already. Most of the people I know already have. So yeah, and if that's not you, don't feel bad about it, it's fine. Cool story that he mentioned in the book was about a very successful man back in the day who said he would prefer a pleasing personality to a college degree he got from Harvard. He said a man could accomplish more with a pleasing personality than the degree minus personality. Number 11 is accurate thinking. It's the separation of facts from just info. And facts are separated into 2 classes, important and irrelevant. Alright, number 12, you have concentration. Know what you're doing, for if you concentrate on something, it will happen. If you concentrate on losing, guess what, buddy? You're gonna lose. If you concentrate on winning, there you go, man. That's all it takes. For example, I was just at a swim meet the other day, and I was swimming a 100 of a specific stroke I will not mention because I dislike it. But I was swimming a 100 of it, and I was having a very challenging time. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything right. It was just, it was not going well. And after the race, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? The reason I did so poorly on that race is not because of my skill in that stroke. It's because I had already decided I was going to lose before I did the race. I'd already decided, you know what? I'm so bad at this, it doesn't even matter. And by letting that negative view get in my head, I let it cloud my abilities, my athleticism, and I wasn't able to succeed the way I wanted to. So making sure that I'm concentrating on winning instead of losing, super important. Number 13 is cooperation. Cooperation is allowing you to literally be around the people around you. So if you're able to be someone that is cooperated with, then you can get success in so many different areas. Number 14, profiting from failure. So failure is a prerequisite to success in some ways. Napoleon Hill studied multiple people, like so many successful people. He did it for 25 years, so a quarter of a century, and he never found a single successful person who hadn't come to an insurmountable obstacle, like something that seemed like it was impossible to get past. So I found that really interesting. So having a positive mental attitude is helpful because having that positive mental attitude helps you get past those roadblocks that everyone's going to face. And it helps you find the lesson to each of those failures. So the lesson to my failure in swimming the other day, I wouldn't say failure, but yeah, exactly. I wouldn't say failure because I learned something. I learned that I gave up on the race too early. I gave up on practice. Like, I gave up on what I should have been doing. So making sure that you're focusing on doing it correctly is super important. And if you're learning from the failure, once again, it's not failure. I don't even like saying failure because I don't believe in failure, really. If you learn from it at all, in my opinion, you didn't fail. So there you go. So number 15, which is tolerance. It is difficult to connect with other people if you cannot accept who they are. Number 16 is practicing the golden rule. If you do not know the golden rule, it is he who has the gold makes the rules. It's actually do unto others as you would have them do to you. It's a concept that was found probably first in the Bible and has been taken over to many other areas. And the very last principle here is the habit of health. So Napoleon Hill said there's 4 areas to health that you need to be able to master. Number 1 is diet. What you're taking in, how much air you're getting in, like what your diet is. Number 2 is making sure that like your body is running efficiently. Number 3 is exercise. So making sure that you are exercising, keeping your body healthy, fit, strong. Like just giving yourself stamina. That's super important, and it lets off those endorphins, making you feel good anyways. And finally, you have right thinking, which right thinking is something I don't usually think of when thinking about health. Like, I don't think, wow, right thinking. It's not the first thing that I think of. I always think of diet and exercise. So remembering that right thinking is also part of health. Like, if I'm thinking the right way, if my mental health is strong, if I'm sharp, if I'm accurately thinking, those are all important facets into your habit of health. Keeping the body strong and your mind will remain strong and healthy as well. Those are the 17 steps to success, and I'll read over them one last time. Ready? So we got Mastermind, definite chief aim, self-confidence, the habit of saving, initiative and leadership, imagination, enthusiasm, self-control, the habit of doing more than paid for, a pleasing personality, accurate thinking, concentration, cooperation, profiting by failure, tolerance, practicing the golden rule, and the habit of health. Thank you. Have a good day.